Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Youngblood over the middle, complete. That's Fields. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Blair. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Blair. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Off the play fake. Youngblood nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Youngblood into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? 55. Check. 55. Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Yo. Go. Shoot.
On first down, it's Young. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Lynn, he'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. 8, read. Go. Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Ready. Operating from the gun. Lynn. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you, Marshall. Hey. Mike, check 33. 33. I got you. Son. I got you.
From the gun, Youngblood. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Lynn buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On 1st and 10, Youngblood. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tight end right. We got 4. We got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. Youngblood. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down now. It's Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Lynn. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Ready. Mark 49. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. No tape. Spell. 49's the mic. Squeeze, double.
Off play action. Youngblood. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Off the play fake. Lynn. Throw left side complete. It's Young. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Lynn. It's brought in by Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Ready? 70, Indy. Mike, here we go, D. Anxious.
They'll run on first down. Young. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
53 for Mike.
Off play action. Lynn rolling to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bills on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm on. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get it.
From the gun, Lynn. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's got to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Lynn. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 3rd down, Lynn. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. On first down, Youngblood. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Blair. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Nice
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Lynn throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
From the gun, Lynn. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the ball.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're confident.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on 1st down. Youngblood got his man complete over the middle. It's Blair. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, Youngblood looked like a pretty good, safe play right. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Youngblood. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got trips. You got 3.
Operating from the gun, Youngblood. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Get set.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 97 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Blair, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Youngblood over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Youngblood. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run the counter. It's Blair. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Youngblood. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Looking to throw. Youngblood. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
To throw on 2nd down, Lynn. And that one almost intercepted. far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. The Bills on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Lynn. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Off the play fake. Youngblood. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back to throw. Youngblood. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on third and long. Youngblood. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On fourth down, Youngblood. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Youngblood. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Watch the screen.
Throwing again. Youngblood. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready? They'll keep it on the ground. Young. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this out past the 10. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing on 1st down. Youngblood. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 20! On the crossing route, complete. It's Lamb. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Looking to throw. Youngblood. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Bills, they